Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night. Let's continue. A warm wind hits my cheeks. At its end, the path opens into a cavern. It's about as big as the school ground. It's too dark to make out the ceiling, but it must be about 10 meters high. I don't detect any signs of life. An unforgettable underground space that looks like the moonscape that I read about a long time ago. And there... oh no, wait, Saber, filled with absolute hostility. She's the only one here. I don't see Sakura, Zoken, or Assassin. The only one blocking the way here is the girl who has turned black.
Saber.
There's no reply. Of course, Saber's duty is to eliminate any intruders. She's the gatekeeper and the executioner. Saber's the strongest servant Sakura has, so she can fight us by herself.
話し合いで通してくれるって雰囲気じゃなさそうね。
Tosaka lowers her stance and reaches for the gem sword she's hiding behind her back. She must intend to fight head on. I don't know what kind of ability the sword has, but she's going to fight Saber. But that's not a good idea. We still have a countermeasure, since we know Saber's powers. We can't use our only secret weapon when Zoken and Assassin are still waiting for us.
遠坂待て、セイバーは。
リン、私にはあなたと争う理由はない。くれぐれも間違いで私に剣を向けないように。あなたをここで殺してしまっては、桜の命令に背いてしまう。
Oh, Sakura doesn't want Saber to kill Tosaka? That's interesting. Speaking in the same quiet tones as before, Saber stops Tosaka in her tracks. We comprehend what she means right away.
どういうつもり？あなたはここの門番よね、セイブ。はい。相手が何者であれ、ここを通る者は消去する。それが桜の命令です。ですが、私は例外。桜の方から会いたがってるってわけ？
Saber nods.
そう。本気なんだ、桜。
She mutters. After taking a deep breath, Tosaka walks over to Saber.
遠坂。
悪いわね。そういうわけだから先に行かせてもらうわ。
Tosaka walks on without hesitation and passes by Saber. And right before she disappears...
シロ、あんたがどうなるかは知らないけど、私は信頼してるんだから。ちゃんと期待に応えてよね。
は？
Wait. I can't understand if you complain to me without telling me what I should be doing.
だから、蹴りがついた後に来られて文句言われるのも迷惑だってこと。さくらを助けたいって言うんなら、あんまり遅くならないようにね。
Tosaka disappears, her hair fluttering behind her. Thanks, Tosaka. That gave me strength. In short, she told me to come help her while she keeps Sakura at bay.
それは不可能です。あなたはここで死ぬのですから。
Her hostility expands. Tosaka left and Ryder and I are the only ones here. So she doesn't have to hold back anymore, huh?
殺すとは聞き捨てなりませんね。あなたが手にかけるのはこの道を通る者のみ。彼がこの場にとどまるのならあなたに襲われることはないはずですが。
とどまるのならばそうしよう。だがその男はどうあっても先に進む。私には勝てないと理解していながら先に進むしかない。違いますか、ライダー。
そう。先に仕えていたのはあなただったわね、セイバー。彼の性格知っていて当然ということ。
Saber narrows her eyes. The Black Holy Sword is in her hands. She's coming. Ryder or I. If either one of us takes a step forward, Saber will use all her power to kill us.
セイバー、どうあっても引かないんだな。
くどい。それが私の役割と言った。
I grab the shroud. Saber shows no sign of hesitation. We are already enemies. I realized that back in the forest. So...
そうか。 ならここでお前を消滅させる。
I have to accept it.
俺は桜を助ける。そのためにお前は邪魔だ。
Saber's not my only enemy. There's still Assassin and Zoken. I can't be wasting my time here.
シロ、
Yo.
あなたは後ろに。指示通りセイバーの相手は私がします。
Removing her restraint on her mystic eyes, Ryder motions me back with one hand. Saber raises her sword, though still she is already aimed at Ryder.
バカ言うな。二人がかりでやるって言っただろう。ライダーじゃセイバーには。
倒せないまでも押しとどめることはできる。幸いセイバーは魔眼よけの特性を持っていません。魔力で上回る彼女を石化することはできませんが、重圧をかけることはできる。全力でかかれば2分は拮抗できるでしょう。
Ryder's eyes capture Saber. The mystic eyes, which petrify anyone in her sight, temporarily lower Saber's ability.
状況は私が作ります。あなたは動かず気を逃さぬよう気を配りなさい。
ライダ
では私の命はあなたに預けます。シロ。
Ryder disappears. The black cavalryman dashes at the swordsman with light speed. The attack is made so quickly that human reactions cannot even perceive it, but Saber repels it like nothing.
いいだろう。まずはあなたが消えろ、ライダー。
A heavy pressure fills the cavern. A cruel smile on her face, the black swordsman starts to move. Interlude 16-2. Her vision spreads out. The instant Hosagarin escapes the darkness, she forgets that she's deep underground. The impossibly high canopy and black sun. The huge cavern isn't a cave, but a desolate land. There should be 3 kilometers across. In the distance stands a monolithic wall. This is the start and the end of this war. There should be a giant crater above the cliff. Up there is the system that has been activated for 200 years. The massive rock that holds a large magic circle, the great Holy Grail, belches black fire from its mortar-shaped center. The embryonic movements of the Black Shadow. The light illuminating the desert is a wave of magical energy. According to Tosaka's records, this is what you would call the altar of the beginning. The middle that leads to the middle. The circular circuit, the world of heart, heaven's feel. It has immeasurable magical energy, creating an alien world that lives up to its name.
あれがアンリマユ。この世すべての悪っていうのは伊達じゃないってことね。
Rin talks lightly as she makes her way to the altar. She is worried about Shiro and Ryder, but her situation isn't too good either. The magical energy in the great Holy Grail isn't something a human can handle. The vortex of magical energy can be called infinite. There's so much that it won't run out, not even if all the magi in the world come here and use whatever magic they wish. It's more than anyone can use in a lifetime, and therefore can be called infinite.
不可能はないか。確かにあれはあらゆる願いを可能にする聖杯だ。
Her determination almost breaks, faced with a numbing premonition of death. Keeping her spirits up with idle talk, she walks on. The ones she's watching out for are Assassin and Mato Zoken. Mato Sakura isn't a threat. She has lost her mind, and Rin sees no danger from her. She's just Zoken's puppet after all. Rin's greatest enemy is Mato Zoken. The fight against Mato Sakura isn't important.
おかしい。これじゃ祭壇についちゃうんだけど。
Zoken shouldn't allow any intruder to trespass this far. If he's planning to attack her, we'll be on the way to the altar. But it's not happening, and Rin's about to reach her destination. She thinks, why is there no interference from Zoken? Why can't she feel his or Assassin's presence? She makes a guess. She denies the possibility, but easily accepts it. No, she's forced to accept it. Because
嬉しいわ、姉さん。逃げずに来てくれたんですね。
Her guess turns out to be true. Oh my. She looks up. On top of the cliff, with the black sun behind her, Mato Sakura welcomes her older sister. Rin retreats a little, overwhelmed by the pressure. The girl has been transfigured further than Rin expected. Angra Mainyu is a servant without form. It's only a shadow that takes form using people's wishes. Therefore, its powers depend on its master. Mato Sakura is now Angra Mainyu. All evils of this world, the function to emit the curse is the girl called Mato Sakura.
参った。綺麗がいたら神の代行者とか言うんだろうな。
Rin looks up at Sakura, who has turned into a bottomless well of magical energy and releases her gem sword. But is it something that can match the being above her? There are two functions for weapons that support magic and ceremonial equipment that assist in rituals. One function is to amplify. It's a backup, increasing and supplementing one's magical energy and strengthening the spell itself. These items are considered orthodox support equipment, and Magi carry at least one. Rin's jewels are classified in this group. Another is a limited function. It's a special magical item where the weapon itself becomes magic. It's activated using the magical energy of the Magus and performs a predetermined divine mystery. Its greatest advantage is that it enables the Magus to use magic she's not capable of ordinarily. It only has one application and thus lacks versatility, but for that reason its power is immense. A lance that always pierces the heart. A bridle that enslaves holy beasts. A dagger that cancels any magical effect. Noble phantasms of servants are usually classified in this group. So, which is the gem sword? Is it support equipment that gives magical energy to the user? Or is it a limited weapon that defeats the enemy with its unique ability? But, no matter which it may be, nothing should be able to match Mato Sakura. The difference in their magical energy is too vast. No matter what kind of magic it may be, Mato Sakura should be able to drive it back in one breath.
どうしました姉さん。そんなに怯えて。今さら臆病風に吹かれたなんて言わないでくださいね。言うじゃない。そういうあんたこそいつもそばにいる保護者はどうしたのよ。弱虫なんだからすぐ近くにいてもらわないと困るんじゃない？
The air freezes. Hostile tension mixes into the warm air in the cavern. The black girl bites her lip and sighs.
おじいさまならもういません。邪魔でしたからアサシンと一緒に潰したんです。
She smiles gracefully. She doesn't need to ask. Mato Zoken was killed by Mato Sakura. It's natural that he hasn't shown himself. The old Magus was eaten by his own pet dog.
なるほど。完全に自由になったわけね。良くも悪くも、ゾウケンは今まであんたを縛っていた支配者だった。その抑圧を自分の手で始末して、もう怖いものはないってわけ。いいえ。それがまだなんですよ、姉さん。おじいさまを消したくらいじゃダメなんです。こんなに強くなって何だってできるようになったのに私はまだ囚われている。もう姉さんなんて取るに足りない存在なのに姉さんは私の中から消えてくれない。姉さんは私の中で今も懲りずに私をいじめ続けている。だからあなたがいる限り私は自由になんてなれません。
Her voice is a light sing-song, but the words are heavy as slime. The contradiction proves her madness. The hostility in the cavern is a rhapsody of superiority and awe.
その割にはご機嫌じゃない。ゾウケンを殺してアサシンも殺して、 その分じゃキレイもあんたに殺されたと見るべきね。
Well, he should be still alive, actually.
あれだけ嫌がってたのに大した手際だわ。人殺しにはもう慣れたの？ええ。だって人を潰すのも飲み込むのも変わらないもの。人間は遊んでいないと毎日がつまらなくて意味がないし、飲まないと乾いて苦しいでしょ。ほら、だから同じ。姉さんと変わらない。私は当たり前のようにみんながしていることをするだけです。ちょっと今のへりくつ本気で言ってる？へりくつなんかじゃありません。私は間違ってない。違ったのは強くなったからです。強くなったから今までとはあり方が変わってしまっただけ。私は強くなりました。強くなれば何をしても許されるんじゃないんですか？
No.
そう、強くなれば誰にも負けなければ今までのことだって許される。私が私じゃなくなれば今までしてきたことも全部当たり前の仕方のないことだって言えるはずです。
A scream of rage. It's the complaint of a petulant child who can't escape unless she believes in it.
わかりましたか、姉さん。私はそういうものになるんです。だから誰だって殺せます。そんなの私にとっては当たり前のことなんだから。そうで、目につくものなら片っ端から八つ当たりするわけか。けどシローはどうなの？あいつは今でもあんたを助けられると信じてる。それでも関係なくあんたはあいつをやっちゃう気？
The girl stiffens. Lean's question is her last obstacle. Her excitement cools down. Thinking about him, she regains her sanity. A serene smile crosses her face.
はい。それは先輩だって例外じゃないわ。うん。私が殺してしまいたいのはあの人だけなんです、姉さん。私早く先輩も飲み込んでしまいたい。
Mato Sakura's reply shows that she's beyond help. Rin grips the gem sword and gauges the distance between them.
何がアンリマユと差し違えるよ。バカな子だと思ってたけど、ここまでバカとは思わなかったわ。完全に取り込まれてとっくに人間やめてたのね。
A voice filled with clear hostility. As the supervisor of this land, Tosakarin acknowledges her own sister as evil.
強がりですね。素直になってください、姉さん。こんな強い力を見せられて本当は羨ましがってるんでしょ。嫉妬してるんでしょ。だからわざわざ叶わないって知りながら私を殺しに来たんです。そう、この子を私から取り上げてまた自分だけで幸せになる気なんだ。
The fuck? The shadow stands up. A magic of absorption, a bundle of magical energy that matches a servant's noble phantasm. Not one, but many rise up to attack.
渡さない。これは私の力です。姉さんにあげるものは後悔と絶望だけ。それをゆっくりと教えてあげます。
There are 4 figures. They reach out for the small person beneath them like giants protecting the girl.
力の差を見せてあげますね。姉さん、今度は誰も助けに来ない。湖に落ちた虫みたいにこの私に溺れなさい。
The towering shadows attack her. A titanic power that can neither be blocked nor dodged swallows Tosakarin.